why he doesn't want to go home because he's scared. Because Brandy, Lucifer's mother, tried to burn down their house just like a few days ago, really. So subconsciously, he passed out at school just because he's actually terrified to go home. Let us see what is going on. It looks like Lucifer is uncomfortable. I think we left off he was at school and he got stuck in the walls at school. Like, it was sad. He didn't even get to go to class because he was just stuck in the walls. And I mean, it was sad / hilarious because I just bought the new pack and, you know, it was so glitchy from the beginning. So he actually had to use his spellcaster powers to escape. So anyway, he's like, my first day of school sucked. I got stuck in the wall. I had to use my spellcaster crystal to escape. He's like, I'm exhausted. I might as well just go home. But he was inspired by the cheerleading. I think Lucifer would love to become a cheerleader. He really liked their like peppy energy, and you know, I think it would be good for him to feel like he's part of the team because he had a really sad childhood. I mean, Brandy devoted him to the Dark Lord when he was just a baby. What's Gerardo up to? Oh, he passed out at school. Well, why he doesn't want to go home because he's scared. Because Brandy, Lucifer's mother, tried to burn down their house just like a few days ago, really. So subconsciously, he passed out at school just because he's actually terrified to go home. And he's pretty pissed off at his dad, Daryl, for getting involved with Brandy and bringing all of this like negativity into their life. So he's like, you know, I'm glad at least I can get away from home and be at school. He's like, I guess I better go home. It's like 3 a.m. They're gonna wonder where I am. But honestly, I just don't feel safe there anymore ever since that evil witch came and tried to burn the house down. Okay, so everyone's here at home. Gerardo's tense, but he's gonna try to sneak in and go to bed. Lucifer also is just getting home at like 3 a.m. Amelia's really uncomfortable. She's gonna go up to these boys and be like, excuse me, where have you been? So she's gonna come over here and she's gotta do some type of like parenting or like, hey, like, where's the like, why the heck are you here so late? Okay, so she'll check in on him. Okay, so it's like 4 a.m. for whatever reason, everyone's up and Amelia's like, son, are you just now getting home? And he's like, yeah. And so she's kind of pissed. She's like, well, you know, is everything okay? Like, where have you been? Like, have you been drinking? Have you been with a girl? Have you been with a boy? It doesn't matter. Like, what have you been doing? And he's like, look, mom, I'm not trying to hide anything. I fell asleep at school, okay? And she's like, come on, you're trying to hide something. Who are you dating? You know, like, what's going on? Are you on drugs? What's happening? And he's like, no, seriously, mom, I just fell asleep at school. And she's like, okay, well, if that's the case, why? So she's like, look, why'd you really sleep at school? And he's like, mom, I hate to say it, but I'm scared to be here. Ever since that evil witch tried to burn down our house, she's a piece of garbage. And Amelia all of a sudden is like way less angry. She goes, oh, I understand. You're scared. Okay, I believe you. Maybe you weren't, you know, hooking up with somebody. Maybe you weren't on drugs. Okay, fine. Maybe you weren't up to any mischief. Okay, you were just scared. You slept at school. She's like, I'm so sorry, son. So Amelia's like, look, son, we need to figure something out so you feel safe. Lucifer has been studying magic. So have I. She's like, Lucifer, come on, don't scare us. And Lucifer's like, don't worry. I've been studying magic. I'm going to make sure my mom stays away. We almost caught her before, too. Don't worry. We could catch her if she came back. And then Lucifer's got to go to the bathroom. Okay, so Amelia's like, son, you have to trust that this place is protected. And he's like, well, could we move? And she's like, actually, that's really not a bad idea. Maybe we should move and then just lose the trail of her. And Gerardo's like, yeah, mom, we should move. That evil beep, beep, beep tried to burn our house down. Let's lose her. And Amelia's like, he's really given me a lot to think about. Let me go see what Daryl thinks. So Daryl's up here and he is terrified. So Amelia's gonna come up to him and she's gonna say, I'm so sorry, you know, that you're feeling bad and that you're scared. She's gonna say, and he's thinking about the fire. He's having flashbacks. He's feeling really angry, thinking about how Brandy came and tried to kill them all, essentially, and destroy their house. So they're gonna sit down together and talk. She's like, our son was too scared to sleep here last night because of your ex. And she's gonna give him a compliment and be like, you know, I love you. And like just mentioning the ex made Daryl so mad. He just got so angry. And she's like, look, we're all scared of her. You know, I think, honey, she's gonna like caress his cheek, you know, because they did just get married. They're in love. Although he just became a werewolf too, so it looks like some werewolf stuff's going on. So she's like, look, honey. And he's like, hey, don't look, honey, me. I'm not in the mood. I'm still angry thinking about my ex and everything she did. And I just really can't believe that you can't tell that I'm just not in the mood. I don't want to be lovey-dovey. All I want to do is tear apart my ex and cause her pain and misery because of all the pain and misery she's caused me. And Amelia's like, whoa, 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 like chill out. She's like, you're not the man I thought I married. And she realizes her son's right there listening. She's like, could you just calm down? Why are you so upset? And Daryl's like werewolf meters are up really high. He's gonna snarl at and be like, I almost died the other day. What part of that don't you understand? This woman tried to kill you too. Why aren't you more angry? And Amelia's gonna be like, look, Daryl, I was just coming to say we should move. What makes you think I'm not angry? And she's really mad at him right now. So that really did some damage to their relationship, but I feel like that was almost like him agreeing that they should move. So she's gonna come up to Gemma and be like, hey, you know, how are you doing? Come on, come back. So the boys just went to school. I sent them on their own today because that was just so dramatic what was happening. So she's like, hey, how have you been ever since the fire? You know, have you been scared? Because I noticed like the boys are scared. Daryl seems just really upset. And so she's just gonna ask, you know, what do you think? Would you be interested in moving? Should we relocate? Gemma's like, yeah, we probably should. We need to make sure that Brandy can't catch us and find us. And Amelia's like, yeah, I think you're right. We're all terrified. We don't feel safe. Let's move. They just decided they gotta move. They don't have a lot of money in the bank. So Gemma's like, we might need to downsize, but let's just get out of here. Let's go somewhere where she will never find us. There's a random pack generator from James Turner. So let me just generate to see which world they should move into. Okay, it wants me to move into city living. Okay, so they think we can just disappear into the city. No one will notice. We'll just blend right in. We'll downscale from this big house and we'll just get, you know, a nice apartment in the city. And so they hope, you know, the city's so busy, there's so many people that Brandy won't ever find them. So let's see, we've got these apartments. There's one unit available. Let's shop. So the one that's available is no, that's not available. It's this one. Weekly rent 400 simoleons, deposit 800 simoleons, furnishings 1,000 simoleons. Lot challenge gremlins. Oh geez. That's probably what's going on in my lot. I don't think we want gremlins. Over here, it's on a ley line. There's good schools, 500 a week per rent, 1,000 deposit, 83.50 for furnishings. It looks like it's got 2 bedrooms. We need like one more bedroom than that. I'm hoping when they sell off their old house, it'll help them afford someplace new. So let's see here. It looks like nothing's really open. We'd have to evict somebody. Here, they have lively neighbors. There's 2 bedrooms. That's not really big enough. What's this? Is this the whole building? Whoa. That's cool. I never realized you could get like a whole building in San Myshuno. But I don't know how much money their house is going to be worth. Maybe I should like try to sell it first. Do I have to go here and like move them? Probably. Let's see. Is it one of these? Yeah. Okay. So we want to move out household. They have 66,000 funds. Okay, so let's move to the city where they can blend in and let's see what place they can get. Can they? Here, 2 bedrooms. They can't afford it. What about here? Nothing available. It's almost like going in the witness protection program. Nothing available. Okay, what about here? No. Here? This one, it looks like they have, that one's pretty big. We might have to evict someone, but I think this would be big enough for everyone. It looks like they could afford it. I don't know if it's gonna move them in with that family. Yeah, evict them, please. Sorry, guys. Let's pretend they wanted to move. They were ready. I'm sure they're moving up. That family we evicted, they're moving up in the world. Don't worry about them. They just got a better place. So we'll see what'll happen to Brandy on our next episode. Join us live on Twitch every Monday. You can help us make decisions about which potions Brandy will use. Definitely stop on by.